all pulled up and started. There we go. Wonderful. Put this down. Sick. Okay. Going back to ranked. Question is, what do we want to climb with? We've been having a lot of fun with droids. They've had some very good success. I still think Beerus is great. I think Trunks is great. I think Tank Broly could be very good, and Topku could be very punishable by other lists, though. My experience with it is very limited. Yeah, let's go droids. We were having a lot of success with them yesterday. Make sure I actually have them set. My goodness. And let's go. See if they'll walk us into plat. Good morning, everybody. Hope everyone had a good day yesterday. Okay, into top queue. Lovely. I don't know how I feel about this, but we'll keep it. We don't have a counter for that. Unfortunate. Ah, using the U6. Okay. We can live with that. Charge away the cell. It's going to be a long time before we get there. Let's use Android 20. And a whiff. Lovely. Okay. So this one has already started off a little suboptimally. The good news is we do have options to keep our life high. That'll allow us to eat more hits later when he starts popping off. I know, right, Yak? Whiffing our one-drop searcher does not feel good, especially since we don't have an answer for the Roshi. I mean, we have one now, but damage is kind of already done, you know? Here's the problem. Like, it's a little late no matter what I'm doing, right? I think we do need to do this, though. Because, like, I could drop Kami, blow up the Roshi. He's still at 4. One card play of any kind will get him there. Then sack off the Kami for the attack. But... like, we got a ramp, so we gotta open that up. Leaves us with 1. I guess we do this. Kill this. Swing in here. Combo off this. Oh, guaranteed. I guarantee you he has a Self-Awakener, whether it's like 3-drop Gohan, 3-drop Goku, any of it. Good news is we're still at 8, so it's like we have life to play with, but we're a long ways away from having any answers. We'll eat the crit. Not happy about it, but we'll eat it. Oh, of course, multiple crits. Great. Lovely. Avoid the second crit. We're gonna need the cards from all the other hits we're gonna have to eat. This will eat. What is our best option here? We've got the stuff set up for that, so definitely that. Let's... charge you. Game's thinking. Please, game. Well, this is interesting, right, guys? Hey, there you go, Kage. It's still frozen. Do I need to relaunch my client? Not sure what's going on here, but yep, I guess we'll relaunch it. I have no clue why it just stopped responding there. Our time's taken away too, I guarantee it. Guess return to the battle. Okay, there we go. So yeah, I was just eating away at our time, lovely. Let's go ahead. I think we gotta go Vegeta. It ramps us. Although it's probably too little too late. Let's stuff in you. Pop this. Answer that. I'll swing in here. Just for the card draw. Morning, Hippo. Try to answer this. Okay. And with that, our turn is over. I'm not thrilled about it since they're going into turn 4. They could still establish a 3-drop body and cheat out Kefla and get another 3-drop body, so we could be staring down 5 instead of just 2. Sure. Avoid the crit. What up, Schmacky? Eat this, that way we get Awakening. We drew into the droids, which is our best option to catch up some of this board, but it's probably too little too late, honestly. If he establishes a lot of, like, aggressive bodies to fight with. Kefla, I'm assuming. We do have quite the little zoo of followers, don't we, Wyatt? Okay. This was a fairly passive turn from them. They didn't Kefla us. I don't know if they've just not seen it or if they don't have it. Combo this in. Keeping our life as high as possible for as long as possible matters a lot. Okay. We're gonna play droids, we're gonna blow up 2 of the bodies. Like, that is happening. My only question is, do I want to try and check into his face or check into the board? Let's check into his face. Okay, got him to eat up all his little cantrips, that's fine. Going droids for sure. Blowing up those. And let's try to clear that body too. Okay. If droids stick, we could attempt to try and end the game next turn. Between Jiro, Meteor, droids, and us, we have a decent shot at getting there. Fine with eating this. Why is it every time We eat one, like every time we go from like 4 to 3 and I'm like, this is a spooky life to take, it's always our 0 drop combo that we get. Well, we need to save this. If we're afraid of Ribrianne coming down and trying to kill us. But Ribrianne at most would be 20 plus all the combo in hand, which 7 cards, so 70, so it'd be 90. We could go 20, 40, 60, yeah, nowhere close. So we need to avoid this. I'm just worried because now Goku could, theoretically, use the fact, drop like Kefla, use Kefla, drop another body, and try to clear our droid 6-drop. Ooh, Hippo. I hope everything goes well. Oh no, he turned 4 Keflid, Wyatt. He just did his last thing, because it doesn't really matter when you do it, as long as you do it. Combo off Jiro to save. Combo that off to save. This is basically our last turn, so we need to try and see if we can't make these land. Could throw a meteor on this. Makes it decently likely to hit. Okay, and now we have to pick. Would we rather swing with 2 droids back to back to try and finish it, or just throw a meteor on our first droids? I think we just throw a meteor on the first droids. Catch. 65. Just depends on what all he's seen. So he goes up to 40. 50. 60. One more 10. 65, so we're even. Oh no, 70? Oh, I guess I miscounted somewhere. Missed something. Okay, well, that's all she wrote. Oh yeah, duh, starts at 25. Thank you, Delectables. Well, we tried. If we had another live card, maybe, or if we were 1 turn higher in ramp, we might have done something. Well, we can retire from that one, unfortunate. Close, we almost got there. So yeah, he did have 65 combo, he just had the 25 base because of the 17. Darn. Okay, I mean it was close, right? Considering how cracked his original start was. I can't be too upset by it. Who's all ready to see another starter or top Q? Oh no, Vegeta. Okay. I'm down with this. I'm totally down with this. Yeah, we'll keep this. And we're on coin, which is nice. Not the most important card in this matchup. We'll attack. Use our cantrip, see if we can't find something. Sure. At least we're getting a card, and call it good. So, knowing that it's Vegeta, he's going to want to try and punch down on us. Next turn, we'll ramp with D-Strength. I'll avoid this. Make use of our one drop while we know it's usable. That way you can't just Zamasu it away. Interesting. I'm okay with charging away one of our droids. I'll attack to get a card draw. We'll ramp. No real point to just dropping that, so we'll just keep it in hand. Let's go. Pass it back. Now we have a target, so we could even just go into Vegeta next round. Keep the ramp game going. We have not been hit yet, I'm fine with this. Let's just avoid this one. This hand had pretty good curve. We have pretty good options at all points. If we want to, we could turn it aggressive while still keeping a good amount of value using our Gero. We're probably just going to use the Vegeta to ramp, that way we get to our actual droids, and then we can use Gero plus droids to end out the game. Didn't attack. Interesting. Yeah, let's just charge away the draw. First off, I'm going to try and go into the Goten. See if I can clear it. Cool. Let's go 4-drop. It will stuff that in. I'll swing in to try and clear it again. See if we can get another card. And then if he does, we just ditch one card to answer it off the board anyway. I'm not too scared of the Goten, mind you. But It is no different than us having to block an attack or eat an attack. And we can set up a droid in there for later, so sure. And there we go. Not a bad turn. He's been trying to hit us. He actually very much wants to get us down there. The fact that we've been kind of guarding a lot of early swings has been making it awkward for him. We're getting a little bit past the point we're going to be able to do that. The stats on things is going to be big enough that we're kind of forced into eating a lot. Well, we've got extra cards. Yeah, he can have that for sure. Okay, cheats out his 4-drop, that's fine. I'm fine with eating this. So we have options, right? Like, yeah, we could just play droids, blow up the peel-off, then go tanks, punch into the other one probably. I'm gonna charge away the Vegeta. Swing into Vegeta himself. So, like, I could play Jiro swing into the Go Tanks, pop Jiro to restand Leader. Leader could eat off one of the cantrips that we could recycle, try and punch into the Vegeta again, pressure more. None of that is bad. He's going into 5. Yeah, let's just droids. Put him on a clock. There. Now that the 6 drops down, essentially he has to do something about it. It's a decent threat. And none of his 5 drops or 4 drops or less deal with it all that well. Unless he runs Absolute Lightning, in which case he's burning 3 of his energy this turn, just to bottom deck our 6-drop, which is fine. Because if he does that, then we just go 20 with all the cantrips and... Okay. He essentially could have 2 more swings on this, but he has to keep burning cards from hand to get those swings. And if this sticks to the board after he burns all that, then he's basically dead next turn. Well, not dead next turn, but pretty close to it. He could leave the Vegito stood up, so it's not, like, interactable. Okay, I'm fine with that. Let's see. We've got the droids set up for that, so there's no way we don't play that. Probably gonna play Jiro, probably gonna play our Cantrip. Obviously, we would like to keep all the meteors. I guess we just charge the Cantrip. It's the weakest piece in the hand, but we actually have a lot of good things in hand. So let's go for our droids. Pop their effect. Silly me, I did not make sure 2 droids were committed, but that's okay. We'll just ditch you 2. So we have 3 droids to put back anyway. Let's swing this. What up, unknown? Let's go 3-drop Jiro. I'll attack with 17. Just to get the card draw. Let's swing with Jiro. Swing with droids. Could pop Jiro. Restand droids. I don't see a whole lot we gain from that, other than keeping them safe. We've got triple meteors, so I'm not remotely worried of dying next turn. We're also on 5 life, so like, what's he gonna do? He has to try and burn through way too much life, even if he has the double. I mean, let's do it. Ditch this. Go in again, why not? We've got triple meteor and a super combo for defense, and we're just burning through more of his hand. Wow. Dude had 3 super combos in hand. That's nutty. Okay, cool. Pass it back over. I'm glad I did that. If he swings into our 4-drop, we just let that die. Him trying to get our 6-drop, however, we will defend that. Use peel off, pick up the previous peel off. Sure. Probably combo off peel off into the Vegito to punch into the droids. Okay. There we go. Apparently it was the redneck part, Wyatt. I don't know why the automod hates that, but... Okay, the worst thing is we really would like a life pickup at this point. We'd get so many cards if we could just pick up a life, but we don't have that as an option. Just spamming out his peel-offs, getting the Bulma, that's fine. No need to charge. Let's swing here. I want this attack to matter. So I am going to put on our Meteor. Yeah, apparently it was the redneck part, Wyatt. I don't know why that would be offensive. Very cool, an animation you don't see often. Now we will go in with our double striker. Play our 2-drop. Ditch the very card we got from it. Swing in. Vegeta's very incentivized to eat this. To go to 1. But even if he does, we get 2 more swings at him, plus we'll restand our double striker. Cool. He did eat it. Now we ask for that card back. Now we go Jiro. Jiro asks for a card. Pop Jiro's ability. Discard this. Restand our droids. Go in. Wow, he had a super combo and a 0. And an extra card of some kind. Brutal. I mean, it was getting a little spooky, right? Because we were burning resources just like he was. We just couldn't loop any resources, so he was still keeping a lot of value going, so long as he had all those peel-offs. And with the double striker, the double swinging Vegito and himself, it wouldn't be hard for him to do 5. And we had no defense in hand at that point. Awesome. Okay. Can droids get us to plat? I think so. It just kind of depends on what we see and what our opponent sees. I think Topku is still a rough matchup. Winnable, but an uphill battle for sure. But that's kind of the case for anyone right now. Into Cell. So this could be a very tough matchup. Change it. I want to find more of our ramp. I mean, that's ramp, but not till 4. We get the coin, which is nice. Let's charge off you. I'm fine with attacking in. Morning, Ash. How you doing today? Honestly, I'm rather a fan of playing the guaranteed value. Passing it over. Ooh, what's the show you're going to? I hope it's a good time. Cycling Moa. Getting instant, that's fine. Killing off our cantrip, that's okay. Hey, that's really nice. Let's charge off this. We will ramp. I'll play you. Ah, hard whiff. Heartbreaking. Swing in here. Wow, we've drawn all 4 Jiro. Oh, very cool. Well, I hope you have a great time. Concerts are so fun. We actually went to one within the past month. We went up to Omaha and saw Nothing More again, which is our favorite band. We've seen them twice live, and both times it was absolutely awesome. Sure, we'll eat this. Okay, well, we know he's on double instant. No, I don't foresee this being a very good body in this matchup. We need a droid in the discard. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to swing. Combo this in. In order to get this. Yeah, let's do this. Kill off that. See if we can't dig for some value. Yo. Pass it over. I do not want to push him so he gets the 5 to 6 ramp this turn. Ah, forced life pickup. I like it. That's fine. We're going to start pressuring him pretty heavily this turn. And he doesn't have the field set up, so he can't just keep bouncing around. He has to take at least part of a turn off to set up field, which looks like he's doing now. So next turn, he unlocks the ability to play Cell. That's okay. Charge this. Swing in. Combo this in. Go here. Use the effect. Ditch those. Stuff those. Swing in. Swing in. Okay. Now, the only thing I'm wondering, I could either do Android 18, Android 18, use them to cycle, punch in, get card draw while pressuring him, or I could just do the Gohan drop. Use the effect to cheat out the Jiro, then next turn get double strikers with Jiro active. Would I rather try and get 2 cards out of his hand while maintaining our hand size? Yeah, I think that's gotta be the play. I don't foresee us setting up 2 of these, but at the same time, I know I don't need that. Plus, this isn't exactly the best board to play, like, Cell into. Yeah, it gets some bodies off the board, but you'd like to think there's better ways to use that piece. Combo this in. Make it a 30. Pass it over. We know he is, well, he did have instance. He did charge a couple away, so it's not guaranteed they're still sitting there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, we'll take that. I think him awakening us is a mistake. He's gonna probably blow up the 2/2 drops, which is fine. What up, Seraph? $45. Super combo puts us at 40, and then we could just do Vegeta, sure, 50. Okay. Let's charge off a cantrip. We've already got one in here. We will go with our 4-drop. Use the effect. 1, 2, 3. Let's swing in. Start eating away at his resources. I've no doubt he doesn't mind eating that, because he's probably got another cell to come down. So I have a couple thoughts, right? We could droids. If we droids, we blow up the Pargus. Who cares? It's just some combo. We're denying him long term. Throw in the 40. We could even throw the meteor on it, pressuring him to 1. It refills his hand a fair amount if he eats it. So for that reason, I'm kind of tempted to keep the meteor, just use the cantrip, play the droids, punch in, burn off a lot of what he's got. Not a bad option. The second option would be to do something like Jiro down, swing, use effect to ready leader swing. We'd still be on 4, so we could then do like cantrip plus 17, or not 17, 16. I don't hate that. That's basically 3 more attacks we get to throw at him this turn. Obviously, if we go droids, we ask for a lot. He could play his cell, blow up our droids plus a body, so he'd blow up one of our 4s. What's the better play? I actually think it's this. Ask him for a card. He eats it. Pop the skill. Let's say goodbye to Gohan. Restand my leader. Leader swing in. Do that. We could even redo that whole line again, just to keep pressure high. But we're also at the point we could do it with Double Striker next turn. We have him on 2. We need one more hit. Because if he heals, he goes to 3, and the Double Striker restand isn't as nice. I don't like just ramping. Yeah, let's do it. Forced a meteor out of him. Pop effect. Pretty easy discard. Got him to 1, so now if he heals, he's only at 2, so a double striker next turn can finish it. Yeah, pass it over. I get the feeling a lot of his defense now is like instant Kamehamehas and stuff, things that will eat up his energy, so that's why he doesn't want to use them. He's also now fighting for board, because I think he realizes how awkward of a state this is for him. He got another cell, but he didn't ramp. So he's gonna have a hard time getting to it. Okay. I see no reason not to charge one of our double strikers. Our double strikers are how we plan to end this. I am going to go in with lead to get a card draw, see what we're working with. Because if he goes to 1, we could even just swarm out the board to pressure a lot out and still get a double striker down. Forced an instant out of him. Awesome. Okay. So the way I see it, we have a couple options. I think this is a very good option. Punch in with a crit. It's going to force him to burn off something. Droids. Effect, blow up the 2 here. No value from them. Droids in. Give them our meteor. And he gave up. I was going to say, we're going to pump a meteor and just full combo, full send. We have him in the position we want him in. Whoa. Spooky. Yo! Let's go. Watch, we're gonna lose our first game or two and just immediately drop back to gold. Okay. That felt good. I do think Cell is very spooky in the Green Mirror. Is the betting system even active? I thought it wasn't even working yet. That is one of the few matchups where it's like I kind of wish I had Broly, because obviously using our cells against Cell doesn't feel as good. It is an option, and it does work in the right situations, but... Okay. I mean, Droids has been cooking people. I'm down with continuing this. Yeah, you know it, Unknown. Yeah, Cat, that's one way to do it. Yeah, we'll keep. We have this to counter the Roshi play, we have ramp, we have a search. I'm fine with it. Okay. And this is one of the rare times we actually have this in hand. It's a little greedy to hold 2 of these, but I'm fine with being a little greedy. Blow that up. We could ramp like crazy here if we see the right things. Lame, but okay. Pretty much. Okay. We're actually looking really good on ramp. We need like one more droid card and we'd be perfect. It's probably not this hard of a decision. Charge you. We're gonna do this. Play this. Grab that. Swing in here. Comboing this. Kiri will hit him. There we go. And then turn end. Next turn, we want to do this. We could go into another D strength afterwards, followed by a cantrip. Sure. I summon Kiribot. Kiri, please say hi. Avoid this hit. Oh my goodness, Kiri, you monster. I know, I'm very confused by that also. He also didn't swing at us. Charge this. Our first option is this. Use the effect. Droid. Stuff 3 droids. Pop this. Eat your heart out. Goku, we actually have some very strong RAM. Okay. We're at the point we can now play our 6-drop or our 7-drop as he tries to cheat out crazy boards. It is worrisome that he just gave it up, but it's because he's got the Gohan. The Gohan's gonna give him the life pickup anyway. Yeah, I'll just combo this off. It's gonna die from all his effects, so I don't even need it. Yeah, I'll combo this off. I see no reason not to eat this one. If he's only going to set one of those up, I'm just going to set up droids and pop both those. That's a nice and easy life. We'll charge this, and we have the Cell as an option. We're actually in great shape. This man's gonna have a problem turn here. We found the actual crazy ramp options. So we're just gonna go here. Use effect to pop those. You know what? We also say no to your little cantrip. Get it out of here. Let's go in. And we're gonna be 40. Yeah, this guy's in trouble. Because we're looking to game him this turn. Which is meaning we're going to force stuff out of his hand. Okay. He gets over the double, that's fine. Pass it over. If he ignores our droids and tries to swarm us, we'll combo out of hand, and we can either go into Cell, we could go into Gohan. We have all the options in the world, and next turn we'll continue pressure with very, very big swings. Yeah, I'm thinking Gohan. Gohan's just full on board clear. It's too good.
Probably. Sure. I have no reason to combo my whole hand away to avoid one. I'm at 3. That's fine. He did the life pickup? He's probably trying to set up Ribrianne this turn. Yeah, I guess that's what he was going for. It had to be the Ribrianne play, because he still had his 1. He was hoping, like, Kefla in, Gohan in, Ribrianne double strike end the game. Like, that is a greedy line when your opponent's sitting at frickin' 4 life with a hand. It's not like I was gassed by any means. And dumping all that into Kefla to make her 45. Yeah, man just threw. It's funny that we were at turn 8 and the man was on like what, turn 4 or 5? Like, we saw the actual like crazy ramp droids can get away with. That was fun. That's probably my favorite Topku game for us anyway. Big surprise, probably another Topku. Weird. Yeah, probably. I mean, this is again a pretty decent hand. We have our 1-drop answer, we have our ramp. We would just like to see our 4-drop. Okay. Charge off this. Play you. Pop that. Punch in for our card draw. This is like the one swing we get all game until he's transformed, so yeah, pass it over. They do always seem to have the Roshi. If he thinks that I care that he had a cantrip to kill off my cantrip, he is gravely mistaken. Okay. Charge off one of you. Pop this. Play this. And end our turn. I don't see that we gain too much from swinging at him, other than helping him awaken, which we don't want to do. Sure, I'll drop to 6. We got the D strength. We don't have the optimal line, but we have the next best kind of situation. We'll go into the 4-drop. Stuff this. Absolutely, Zep. No problem. I tried to pick something that'd be kind of chill to listen to while we're just vibing. The question is it worth popping the Whis? I don't really care that... Yeah... They are going to be very annoying. I think we need to pop it as much as I really don't want to. Pass it over. Sure, I'll just combo this off. I don't think it's long for this world anyway. What we need is to find either our Gohan or one of our droids, because we're getting to the point that those are our, like, plays to fight off this board that he's going for. I hate it, so we're gonna super combo over it. If he wants to hit me, he can give me the card. Yeah, this one I'll eat. Sure. Hey, that's a good card. I ate it off because I figured worst case, like he swings, uses Kefla, cheats out a Gohan, and gets it anyway. I just ate it off to avoid a swing. Ugh. Not my favorite situation, but we'll have to make it work, right? So what we're gonna do... Okay. Need to make sure you're one of them. Yep. Confirm. Pop effect. You and you. 2, 3. Then I'm thinking we go 2-drop. Lose what we got. 2-drop's gonna swing in on the crit body. Give us a card draw. Swing in on Kefla. Ah, should have done my swing into one of those first. I missed out on a card draw for nothing. That's not a happy feeling. But we'll end it here. We should have had one more card in hand. I'm fine with it. Interesting, he's targeting the 4-drop. Yeah, we'll avoid this. We killed a Kefla. He goes Beerus. Okay, I don't think that board was particularly scary, but we'll take it. Sure. Went up to 40. Gives us 25, so we can go up to 45. Might as well. Yeah, this is... much like our last opponent, this is a really weird one. And we have the droid option. Vegeta gives us ramp. He doesn't really answer anything. Charge him away. Let's punch into this. Get our card draw. You just gave it up? Okay. Well then. We'll go to clear the Beerus. Pass it over. I thought about doing Vegeta Jiro, like we could have cleared that, Vegeta Jiro, but we're not going to be punching him, and he has lots of ways to clear things off the board. I have no point in awakening him yet myself. I want to kind of force him to do it himself, and then we can close out the game with these as pretty strong options. Okay, so he got himself there using multiple Roshis. He still can't really afford to ignore our droids, because they do a good job of potentially ending the game on him. Yep, he's awakened. A glimpse of hidden arrogance on himself. Okay. Sure. I get the card pickup anyway. Why is it always our 6-drop droid? Why is that always our 4th life pickup? It's hilarious how often it is. It's funny that he's going to 45 every time. It's almost like he knows we can go to 45 and not 50 easily. Ain't no way we eat this. It's too risky. Feels bad burning 2 super combos to get over that, but we can't afford it. Potentially we might need Gohan. I'm less worried about needing Gohan, more worried about how we get out of this situation. The fact he was able to self-awaken and still get a Kefla and still get another play, and both of them drew him cards, keeping his hand full for defensive option, puts us in a very rough bind. Good news is our 6-drop does answer some of this. Honestly, I'm fine with going to 1 at this point. Yeah, he could try to kill us with Roshi, but that's a long shot. Okay. Gonna swing in on Kefla. Okay. We have a couple options, right? Like, I could Jiro into the 3-drop, pop Jiro, restand our droids into him, or even Jiro into him. Try to game him with a double strike, but that seems like a long shot. Let's check into here real quick. See what happens. Does he save Beerus? Pop that. Punch into him. Pop skill. Man's had how many super combos? Holy. Okay. Sure. Well, we're dead then. Yep. We tried. Even if we put it into his, like, even if we threw everything at his face with all those super combos he was getting out. It's a shame too, because this guy made some weird choices, but we just didn't really see any of our options to clear the Beerus and sustain ourselves. Just send it, bro. I'm ready to end it. Oh, a glimpse of hidden arrogance? Come on, my guy. I'm not gonna waste everyone's time. It's sad. We were very close. Had we swung in with lead at him, played Juro, swung at him, popped the effect, swung lead at him, I still think we would have failed there, just because of how many super combos he had. It was close. We got through the early game, which is what you need to do. We just didn't see any late game options that were all that strong. I'm missing too much for Zamasu. Like, I could build a Zamasu, but it would be a Zamasu on life support. We just don't have the Goku Blacks or the other stuff. Okay, sure. That is a lot of ramp to get us to our end game. And we have the one drop to answer his one drop. Shame he gets the coin, but it is what it is. We'll play this hoping to get some value. Oof, and the big whiff makes us sad. What up, Matt? Okay. Sure. I ultimately want it dead anyway. Sure. Well, there's no doubt we need to charge the cell at this point. You know, we've been good. We climbed up to plat with droids, even against a bunch of Topkus. Like, Yeah, I could play my 1-drop to kill his 1-drop, but I don't really care about his 1-drop. I'm more afraid of him awakening, so we'll just pass it. Boy howdy, how it must feel to have cantrips that can't miss, right? I mean, ours have a low chance to miss. The man's sitting on 2 Kefla. That is kinda spooky. We'll eat this. Okay. Charge this. Ramp. Swing. Dig, hope to find a droid. Nope, double whiffs. That's unfortunate. But that's okay. Our 4-drop's gonna ramp us, followed by a potential D-strength to ramp. It's a little slow of a start, but he's not really doing a whole lot right now. He might Kefla this turn, in which case we'll be in trouble just taking a full round off for that. Well, there are more leaders. I think at least on ladder, the higher you get, the more and more top coup it is, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Sure. Charge this. Flip. We have a lot of options. I'm kind of a fan of doing the 4-drop. Pop effect. Say goodbye to our droids. Stuff the droids. We're still on turn 4. Let's attempt to clear the Gohan. Let's play this. Clear off the Whis. Pop this to ramp. Play the cantrip. Eat your heart out, Goku. We're at endgame. Okay. We're where we want to be. Now we just need to manage our hand size and what kind of pressure he's throwing at us. Beerus is fine. The whole gimmick of that board setup is just to give us a bit of value over attacks, which if he's wasting the turn to Beerus blow up, that's fine. He'll attempt to crit in, we'll super combo over it. That's fine. Super combo. Don't know why he didn't eat that to make it a threat, but sure. Okay, we can go to 8. I don't see a reason not to. The only question is, what do I charge? Probably a Jiro, as good as Jiro is. Like, we could play droids, blow up his cantrip, try to punch into the Beerus. Not a bad option. Leaves us with 2, so we could still set down our droid, do its ability. Let's swing here, get a card draw. Combo this in, so this is a credible threat. He'll eat off the cantrip, likely. That's fine. Play this. I could go into 5-drop Gohan. The problem is that's a very passive board. Not that the droids are a very aggressive one either, but... It's between Meteor and Gohan what I toss. I think I need the combo in hand, especially if I'm going droids. Yeah. We're gonna swing here just to get our card draw. I think we go droids, since it's a dead card in hand anyway and keeps the most combo in hand. And then we check in. Because as spooky as Beerus is for us, our droids are almost just as spooky for him. And now we pass it over. Because him self-awakening moves us closer to ending the game on him. No big surprise to see the Kefla. That's fine. We save this for sure. Well, we know he has Double Striker Ribrianne in hand, although that's usually a pretty easy guess to make. I will go to 3, but it means we can't really afford to go any lower. No point in charging, given what we have. Let's do droids into Beerus first thing. Us into that annoying guy. Hard drop our 6. Clear that. We've got enough defense. So long as he doesn't get one touch, he can't double strike us to death. He's a long ways away from Awakening, so he can't really cheat anything. Having fun with getting you there, Schmacky? How goes it? We also have him in an awkward spot, right? In order for him to get the most out of the situation and cheat like he wants to, he needs to awaken. If he awakens, with us having 2 double strikers, the ability to kill him is quite high. So instead he's kind of forced into playing this balanced back and forth, which he doesn't want to do. He's got a lot more card value than us, though. The problem is he's got such a hand advantage, it's going to be hard to fight this back. Like, yeah, we could try and push for game, but we're going to also feed into that hand doing it. Quite a few deer. Almost everything we fought has been top coup. Yeah, let's just do this. Doesn't feel good, but it is what it is. I think we're, what, 4 top coups in a row now? Maybe 5? But we have been winning. We climbed up to plat. It's just the games are very spooky. Yeah, that sounds about right. The thing is, the higher and higher you climb, the more and more top coup you're going to see until they balance him, and even when they balance him, you'll probably still see quite a few. Okay, he's going for it. This turn likely decides the entire game. Glimpsing. Went up to 60? What could his play be? Can we even get over 60? I don't think we can. 40, 55? No. So we're eating this no matter what. Normally I would assume a Ribrianne to double strike us, but if he plays Ribrianne, that's the only card he gets to play. Maybe he thinks he just has enough combo in hand to get over us with a Ribrianne, regardless? Probably. $55? 40, 50, 55, we're tied, and then 60. We're fine. And now the game's over, basically. No need do that. Play this. Ooh, both of those are very good, but I think that one's better. I'll attack and clear the Ribrianne. We'll punch in and awaken. Play this. Get that. Swing in. Pop the meteor. Full combo. Catch. 85. If this doesn't kill, we're cooked. Yep, you can only get to 55. So he did full spend on the Ribrianne, which I kind of figured he did. Man was getting desperate there. He had no reason to really try for that. I mean, yeah, the board was starting to get to a point where we could just punch him down and burn through his hand defensively, or make him burn it defensively and get nothing for it, but I think he would have been fine just chilling for another round. Yo! See, droids can do it. Man, howdy, is it a weird matchup. Okay. Well, we have been full spamming droids for like, what, 2 days now? It is 10. If we want, I could mix up decks. Dear. I mean, to be fair, I also get plenty of nasty, mean people. But yeah, that was interesting choice to all in that way. Yeah, I was gonna say, if we want to mix it up and people want to see something other than just droid spam, we could easily play Beerus. Beerus is in a good position, and I'm good with it into top coup. Trunks, I also think, is in a very good position. I also have the tank Broly that Drumlin was playing, with a few of my own little tweaks that we could try. Cat. So you guys can feel free to vote if you would rather see Beerus, Trunks, Broly, or just more droids. Let me know. Wow, Cat, those are some long games. What were you playing? And what did you fight against? It had to be something like Zamasu, right? Schmacky's voting Beerus. Yeah, I could see Blue v Blue Mirrors being very, very long games. Oh, yeah, Drumlin. What up, brother? Let me show you. Hey, Colorful, thank you for the follow. So this is the Broly list I have set to test for a tank Broly. So, like, draw, draw for these, draw, recycle these, ramp, value, just powerful card, and then the usual late game stuff. I don't know how good of a build it is. I think it looks like it'll do a decent job. Yeah, there are a ton of 20K's Inferno to punish with the 4-drop, which is nice. Ah, dear, I wouldn't say you have no hope. It's going to be a battle, though. It's going to be a nightmare. So yeah, that's my version of the tank Broly. Completely inspired by Drumlin. I did want to try and fit the Hercule into it, but I just wasn't able to find spots. The only thing I could think to cut would be like some 6-drop Gohans or 7-drop Brolys, but I don't know. We'll see. Anywho, yeah, I saw a vote for Beerus. Let's see. And Trunks. So I see 1 vote Trunks, 1 vote Beerus. Anyone else have an opinion? I mean, I want it in there. I actually lost to a Broly the other night in free play, because, again, I tried to not do ranked if I'm not on stream, with my Trunks, because he kept using the Hercules to refuel his hand. It was kind of nutty. Yep, it's a thicker list, James. It helps for the long games. Yeah, it technically lowers your odds of seeing stuff by a bit, but it's only 5 more cards. The amount of percentage chance that changes stuff is pretty limited. Yeah, I am missing cards for Ginyu. Otherwise, I would. So far, I've seen 1 Frieza, 1 Trunks, and 1 Beerus. Yellow Vegeta, I'm missing way too much for Kage. I don't even have all the extra cards needed for it, and I don't particularly want to craft them. It feels like a bit of a waste of crafting materials. No doubt, Schmacky. You have nothing then. Nothing you care about, apparently, Kage. Jeez. You know what? Okay, so that's 2 Trunkses. Sure. We'll mix it up. Let's just do 1 of each. Why not? Okay. We've got some votes for Beerus and Frieza. We'll do both. We'll start with Frieza. Why not? We'll do 1 fun match with Frieza. I get the feeling we're about to get cooked hard, but that is what it is, and then we'll go to Beerus. What's the worst case that happens? We fall to gold? Oh no. We've got months to try and climb this ladder. I'm not feeling particularly pressured to make sure it happens today. Right into the Beerus matchup. Boy, howdy, that's a little sad. Change this. Although the 1-drops are good. Well, the dice were right there, Paolo. We're fighting Beerus. And I'm not happy about it. Charge this. Dead card. Pass it over. I would rather go second, Kage. That card advantage for Beerus is actually kind of annoying. Interesting. Charge you away. Swing in. Oof, we're not seeing the things we want to see here. Sure. Some very inefficient card draw because he's just gonna kill it, but that's okay. That is fine. I am a little worried about awakening him, especially with swinging at him. Could go Frieza, rest down the 2-drop, swing in on the 2-drop. That's not terrible. It's not my favorite play. You know what? Let's just do this. Not thrilled about it, but it's better than nothing. Pass it over. I know, right, dear? It's killing me. Okay, that's fine. Oh hey, there's a Raccoon. We've seen no Self-Awakeners. Like, this is such a passive hand. Holy. I mean, I guess that has to be my play. Not thrilled with this scenario, but I think this had to kind of be the play. Force him to spend if he wants to keep his 3-drop. Turn end, restand, pass it over. I think we still need the life pickup. We also need enough Frieza army to help with the Ginyu setup. I'm not really dead set on what the best list for Yellow Frieza would be right now. There's a couple different ways to go. This is the more like semi-aggro, semi-control build I was living with. That's crazy, Kage. Oof. Double Striker. Yeah, that's a problem. Especially given that it just straight outright kills the blocker. Oh, reconnecting. I was gonna be like, I don't know what he's waiting on. Go to 40 to get over it. Combo over that. Okay. What? Probably you. Gotta go here. Swing into this, use effect to freeze down this. See, I'm not really on the new Vegeta. I'm still not set that I like that one that much, personally. Could just be me. Yeah, we could have blocked both with Goku and draw, but Goku's also the easier card for Beerus to answer. Him dropping 10 down to 15, it's unlikely to stick to board. Frieza is likely to stick compared to that, because the 35, which is what made me go Frieza. Then next turn I can lock, like, everything down with this 4-drop. The point was I want a body that I'll actually get 2 turns of value out of, hopefully. Theoretically. And he had the Beerus, so it didn't matter. That sucks. Well, we can get over this. Yeah, we'll eat this. I don't see a point to charging here. I'll swing at Beerus to get my card draw. We'll go 4-drop. On play, freeze that. Attack into here. Effect, freeze that. And this is a body that's much easier for him to answer with negative effects, so it's probably dead. Hooey! What is our out? I don't even know. Yep, we'll eat that. I mean, we have a Nova. Let's attack here. Freeze that down. He'll combo to save it, which is what it is. Attack here. Nova. Freeze that. Yeah, there's just like nothing we can really do with this board state. This is the problem, right? Nothing we have really affects it. We haven't drawn into anything like a cooler or another 4-drop or 5-drop. It feels so lame, but I don't see a point to putting any of these bodies to the board. Too easily killed. Beerus is such a brutal matchup. I mean, we're pretty much dead this turn. Even with just attacks on board, he's gonna drain us of everything. I actually don't mind fighting against Beerus. He's a very hard person to fight into just because of all the value he gets. And he had the other 5-drop, that's fine. Hey, there you go, Kage. Yep. Like, that's the problem, right? Yellow gets all these stun effects, but you never actually clear the board. And if your opponent just combos defensively, it just slowly slips away, especially since they can go wide now like yellow used to. It just feels very unwinnable. I like yellow. It's still my second favorite color, but that is not a good series of events. A real lemony snicket, if you will. Well, let's go Beerus. People wanted to see Beerus. I would much rather be Beerus than Frieza right now. Whew. I do feel I see. Into top Q. Yeah, we'll keep this. Yeah, pretty much, Smacky. The stun just is not enough. I mean, it's a good punish to some of the, like, auto kill effects, which is nice. I just don't like that he's a 3-drop 20k. That's the thing that I really am not a fan of. Let's charge you. Sure, we'll crit in. I'll go Roshi. Get that life pickup. And call it good. I could see that aggro would be the way to go, likely. Just ignore all the stun late end and just go for the early swarm of, like, Ginyu squad to try and win aggressively. Sure, we'll leave this. I kind of like this next turn. Oh, wow. That seems a bit much. Let's charge... Honestly, the Roshi. I don't think we need double Roshi. I'll go Whis. Pop. Get it out of here. Whis. Pop. Get it out of here. Roshi for the life pickup. Crit. He is a Self-Awakener. My original thought was stick with Ginyu squad, try and use Raccoon, cheat out Ginyu, Birder, any of it, get a wider board, and go from there. Use that as, like, tempo to fight off top coup or pressure in hits. I haven't really played a whole lot of yellow since the set hit, just because, again, I think it's in a kind of rough spot. Sure. We are now awakened. That's fair. Assuming they're gonna blow up a Whis, because why wouldn't you? So the interesting thing here, we have the board control, and we can start punching into him. It's spooky, though, because once he is awakened, he can start really cheating out a lot. I think he chose wrong. I think he should have gone for a Whis. Let's flip. $30, huh? Honestly, I'm fine with doing this. I have no need to rush to the 4-drop Kefla. I can just use my control outright to kind of win. Let's charge the Fuwa. Pop this. Pop this. Pop this. Swing into clear.
And honestly, I'm a fan of doing this. I will check in with a crit to deny the life pickup. And call it good. Because at a minimum for him, he has to play a like 2 or 3 drop to awaken, and then at most he gets to drop a Keflin like 2 bodies. We actually have a good enough hand to kind of fight that off. The only thing is we'll have to combo a fair amount to defend ourselves, but that's fine. Yeah, I could see yellow still feeling decent into green. I get the feeling like Cell and Androids and Broly will still be very good into yellow. I think it's like a balanced matchup where either color feels decent. So I was gonna say, I assume he'll swing into our crit, use effect, pick up the life, that way he can use Goku to drop more bodies, and he'll pop a Whis off on us, which is fine. And now he's at 3, so we have no reason not to start tearing up his own life total. We will let him have the crit. I'll combo off a Gohan. Very cool, Drumlin. I love it. That is wonderful. I still want to get one that's just like a close-up of his face doing like a V with the word like value under it. Or victory. You know, whatever. Pilaf is such a sick card. See, I think the secret rare is like good. I do think it is very punishable by green. If it doesn't have like any form of protection near it, it just gets wiped, you know? Which is unfortunate. More unfortunate is how he just murked our thing, but what do you do? Combo off hit. Uh-huh. Options. Let's get rid of you. Pop my skill. Clear this. That's insane, Cat. I could not imagine running 4 of that secret rare. I think it's more of a tech piece that you run 1, maybe 2 of. I could not imagine running 4 of it. That's insane. That just sounds like such a brick. Go Kefla. Let's have her drop.
our very own guy. Go in, drop the stats. Yeah, I don't have 4 of either. I have 2 freezes. 1 Vegito. I would love more Vegito. But I get the feeling Vegito is going to be the set 2 version of UI Goku, where I only ever get 1. Because, you know, I'm not allowed to have nice things. The fun thing here is if he goes really, really wide, we have Beerus to punish. If he goes tall, which Topku doesn't really usually go tall, but if he tries to do any version of that, we have plenty of ways to lower stats and kill. Yeah, he can have it. Interesting that he's cycling a 1-drop. Well, we know he has a Kefla. Looks like that's what he's cheating. Sure, he can have it. Spooky thing here is where we're at, right? We're running low on cards, so is he. But I think it's spookier for us. We don't have as many card draw effects. Okay. It's way greedy to keep both these. I'm more likely to find more of these later. Pop my skill. Let's just clear that out so he can't use it. Swing in here for the card draw. Beerus is the play. The question is, what am I discarding, right? UI is great for ending out the game. These are our only 2 combo pieces in hand. I think I will sack a combo piece, though. It's a little greedy, but... Oof. Screen went dark. Going with 30, he could have super comboed even if we were 35, so that's fine. Obviously threatening the crit is pretty big, since now he either has to burn off his hand to avoid it and then find an answer for it, or he just accepts it and has to find an answer for it and or me, and I'm at 4 life, so it's going to be hard to kill me next turn. Not impossible, but hard. Okay, pass it over. What could his 6 drop turn be? Oof, I'm sorry, Wyatt. What issues are you running into? Is it just like slow, cutting out? What's the dealio? Really? That's odd. I am now IT. Shrekky. I mean, that is usually the very first question they ask. Did you restart the router? Here's a funny story I don't think I've ever shared. So when I first moved in to this house, me and a bunch of buddies were renting, me, Kiri, and our friend Rue. We rented this place, and obviously all 3 of us were gamers, and then I had my partner at the time, my now ex, there with me. Kiri had their partner, so there was a total of 5 of us sharing this place. And I remember when we first moved in, we were paying for very good internet, and yet within the first week we started having a lot of trouble. Like, the internet would just drop out on your device. And we were all like, what in the world is happening? We were all getting very frustrated. And so we called the company. They're like, no, everything's fine. They checked the line. Everything was great. They're like, yeah, your data should be good. And while there, the dude looked and he's like, I can already tell you what the problem is. And it's because the router we had would give out signal, but it could only give out so many signals. And anything, even if it wasn't using the signal, was technically taking up space. And between all of us, there was like 5 cell phones. You had, like, I think we had 5 switches, or 5 3DSs all connected. We had like 4 PlayStations, all 5 computers. Like, it was just this huge list of devices, all vying for internet signal. And because of it, none of it would work. It was crazy. Unfortunate that we're probably having to let our Beerus die here. It was very sad. We ended up going out and buying a super modem router thing for like $300 that could handle all the signals, and we've never had a problem since. Yep, he gets the Beerus. Unfortunate. Yep, eat this down to 3. Heh, that's funny. Okay. Gonna swing into here, see what he does. He ate it. Okay. Go in. I thought about it. If he has any like super combo, it's very easy for him to get around it. Like, right now I'm just debating, I could swing with the 2-drop at his face, make him burn a card, play the Whis, attempt to swing at his face, but then I'm just, like, dead on the clapback, right? So, instead, I think I go Whis, pop, effect, Whis to attempt to clear. Clear this way. Okay. Unfortunately, we might just be dead because of that. Having 2 non-combo dead cards did not feel good. I should probably just trade out time skips for other things. The point is they're meant to help us fight back a wide option, but... Okay. Oh yeah, with Kefla it's over. Way over. I've resolved time skip with Beerus. I've even gotten it off against a few top coups already because you just drop stats pretty easily. Like, time skip for 3 is an answer to this. Because it's 45 and Beerus just gives -10 on either, and then time skip blows them both away. The problem is here I needed combo power. Like, this being non-combo is what's killing me. Yeah. It's essentially Beerus' version of Sickle. You got it. Unfortunate. It was close. The fact we ran out of combo to save the Beerus that previous turn or two is what did us in. That's true. It would have cleared the effect. It would have cleared that. The problem is we were so gassed that if we didn't play Kefla, we were gonna not have too many options. Yeah, UI might have been the play. The biggest problem I have with the deck, I really like it. It has a lot of good pieces, and it's very good on the control end. It has a fair amount of zeros, right? Because I run triple Beerus for the board clears, because they're very strong. 1 double striker to help finish out games, so that's already 4 zeros. 1 UI, that's 5. 317, so that's 8, on top of 2 and 2. So a total of 12 cards in the deck are zeros. Oh, well, sorry. Also forgot this guy, 3. So 15. Better rewards to use Kiribot. Schmacky, that's funny. The problem with top is you need to take a turn off to set up top, and that doesn't feel good in my mind. I'd rather have the guaranteed body kill on my 3s. Yeah, in order to set up top, you need Roshi. And it's another dead card that... Yeah, I don't think I need to change anything. I don't even know what I would change. Okay. We'll give it another shot. It is funny that Top Q doesn't use top. I mean, he's an aggro list, and taking a turn off to get a single 500 buff, or 5k buff, doesn't sound very worth it to him. No, we don't, Kage. Honestly, I'm not too upset there. I think that was just one of those, you had 2 different choices, and the choice I made didn't work out. I think even if we'd went UI, at best, we would have dropped the stats, tried to check in, they would have defended, we would have then blown up the 1 body, we would have had Kefla in hand along with... So we'd have still had 2 combo cards. Ooh. Into 17. It's not my favorite hand. The fact he gets the coin is a big sad. This could be spooky. Let's charge away Whis, go into Roshi, hope he doesn't have Kami. Pick up the life. It's a fun game. It's a very punishing game, Wyatt. I'll warn you already. If I had $1 for every time we played, and it's like, oh no, I've got a setup to end the game here, and then you attack in and you get a nasty shield that pops some things, and you're like, well, that hurt my feelings. Charge that. Go here. Swing in. Yes, Wyatt. Think about this. Every time you hit someone's life in this game, that game also is a shield game, so every time you punch in, they can get a card, but there's entire effects built that, like, when this card is taken from life, like, destroy the thing that attacked. So there's a lot of, like, nasty things that can happen to you when you attack your opponent. That's fine. I'm all for setting this up. Crit in. Um, 17, bud. You miscalculated there. I have a 5k buff from Android 17. You buffed me. So we got a card out of hand and still did the life damage. Man's probably big sad. Pass it over. Yeah, no, and I mean, that happens, Wyatt. Sometimes you play a card game and the way it evolves and whatnot, you find it's just not for you. And that's okay. It happens. There is never any pressure to play a game you don't enjoy. Okay, yep, ramping. Doing the fun droid trick, of course. Combo this off. What could his turn 3 option be? I want to save this. I guess we just burn Fuwa. Sure. Uh-oh. Poor man is still trying to play lab. We need to charge away 0. We'll get rid of Kamehameha. Kefla. Drop 17. Attack in. Go in with a crit. Keep punching in, try to burn through as much of his hand as possible. Pass it over to him. I can respect the lab grind. The problem is it's just too slow. In all the testing I've done, you would rather just have had D-Strength, right? Because if he played D-Strength last turn, he would have been on 6. Going into 7, he could have Gohan cleared here if he had Gohan. But because he doesn't have that as an option. At best, he just, you know, goes into droids and gets 2 of our bodies, but instead he went into the 4-drop. Combo this off. Combo this off. I don't see a reason not to. At this point, we're pushing for game. Digimon as a card game is quite fun. It has a interesting style of like risk reward. I'll warn you, Wyatt, there are some situations where depending on what your opponent's doing, it can make the game very unfun, is the words I'll use for this. Let's go in. Because it has a back and forth system where the more you spend resources, like if you play a really big card, you're giving your opponent a ton of resources because it has this unique back and forth energy system, which is really fun. But there's also whole strategies built around giving you no resources, and if you're drawing your big stuff and you have no resources, it can feel pretty bad. Now, we have 2 different ways of going about this, right? I could do Beerus, blow up their entire board, and go in with the crit. Or I can UI Goku, go in to kill a body that way. He has 3 cards. I think the Beerus plays the better play. Ditch this. Since it's a 0 anyway, blow away the board. Go in with the crit. And let's make it a super. Super plus. Double supers. That feels bad for him. Oof. So going into his turn, we're sitting on 30k base with him. We're at 4 life. He has to deal 4. He's on 8 energy. Yeah, he can have it, obviously. We don't have the option to stop it. No, Digimon is not a Yu-Gi-Oh situation, and it's not this either, but there are cases where your opponent's far ahead on board and there's like very little to do. It can happen. Yep, he can have that. Yep. No cell hurt them, for sure. Yeah, you brick, you lose is true for every card game. The big thing with that card game, Wyatt, I can kind of explain it to you. The basic principle that is either both very rewarding or very punishing in the Digimon card game. We'll use the level up reward system here, probably as just like a descriptor. Okay. let me pull this up. Pretend this number 33 to 26 was all blank, right? And the middle says 0. And then it goes 1, 2, 3 this way, and 1, 2, 3 this way, right? What happens is in the Digimon card game, when it's on 0, it's a neutral game state. And it starts there for the start of the game. If you, as the first player, played like a 2-drop, it moves it 2 over into your opponent's side, so it's now their turn. And they have 2 energy they can use before it becomes your turn. So they could play a 3-drop, and it goes 1, 2, 3, putting you on 1. So now you're on 1. If you play like a 4, you're giving them back 3. And so there's this like back and forth. You're not charging cards to play things. You're instead always monitoring how this like marker bounces back and forth between both of you. And there's times different decks play very differently. Some decks play like lots of big stuff, and so they'll, even if they're on 2, they'll just play a big thing for like 8 and move it to 6 to your side. So it's all the way over here on 6. You have a lot you can now do. That's kind of fun, but if your deck isn't taking big advantage of that, that's a problem. On the other end, if this is 0, your opponent might deliberately play stuff to always lock you at 1, meaning the second you play anything, your turn ends. So it's very fun. It creates a lot of game states where you have to really heavily think what's best for you. For me, I would say that's probably the second best resource system I've ever played in, Yak. I do agree, it's a very fun system. It involves a lot of player back and forth. My favorite is actually from the old wrestling card game that my buddies had me play with him, where when you play cards, if they hit the enemy, they are your resource system. So to build resources, you have to hit the opponent. And then you spend those, or they build up power for you to play bigger things to hit them with, which then in turn let you hit them with even bigger things. So yeah. Anywho, that was a good win. We toasted that droid player. I feel bad for them, but it had to happen. That being said, we're happily in plat. I'm thinking we're gonna take a break and do some replays. Today's stream might be a bit short. I do have a bit of a headache, so I may end up just doing some replays with you guys, and then after replays, we'll probably just call it a day for today. So let's hop on over to that. We also still have quite a few, so I figure it's best we catch up. Now, there we go. Okay, first up is Kage in a tournament. Oh, tournament versus Cat. I bricked so hard by the end. Okay. Well, we were there for that part, Kage. Unless this was a different tournament you're referring to. No, you're good, Wyatt. No need to apologize. You're good, Schmacky. We're going to watch quite a few, because I know we have a lot that have built up. So, let me... Yeah, that was heartbreaking, Kat. I was sitting there watching, and I was just like, Kat's so close, and there were so many, like, little triggers. I was like, no. I believed in you, though. I think you could have done it. But it was a good game. Even if it was a loss, it was a very good game. Apparently, this is from Peter, and it's Beerus versus Androids. It happens. Blue's the one that's the most easy to mess up, because so many of its things care about your hand size. And that's the only color that does that, so no other deck ever really pays attention to that. Well, we just did this matchup ourselves. I'm very curious to see how this plays out. Give it a thumbs up. I don't yet, Wyatt. I've heard some speculation, but nothing concrete as far as what its main strategy will be. Okay. 17 going in. Don't blame him. Interesting that he's on Sensu Bean. And another lab player. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Hippo. Just nothing sounding entertaining at the moment, or? Oh yeah, that's fair. You know, I think twice I've been told I was being called in to do it, but then each time before it came up, I was told, hey, never mind, case was dropped, settled, whatever. So I've never actually had to do it yet, but I've been called twice for it. It is nice getting in these early crits, keeping their hand down. Really? So they're playing like extra greedy, running D-Strength and Lab. Yeah, this is a very interesting list. It seems like it's full of a lot of potential bricks into Topku. Like, they have very little combo in hand constantly. Because we at least see they have, like, 2 D-Strengths in here, 3 Labs, plus Meteors, plus Sensus, like, ooh, that's a ton of extra cards. Yes, we are, Kage. I'm still trying to figure that out, just because with everything as it's been, getting back to it after having been sick and missed like an entire week of plans that I'm still trying to catch up from. I'll let you know when I have a good idea, Wyatt. That's awesome, Eternal. Congrats. It's always rewarding beating the Topku. We cooked a couple of them today with our droids and Beerus. No, Beerus lost. Beerus cooked a droid stack, ironically. It does. It really does. See, like, Sensu, the whole gimmick is like, hey, cool, I use Sensu, now I'm over all these attacks. It's going to be harder for you to push. But they only get to 25, which a fair amount of the bodies already swing at 25, and the few that don't, you could easily combo into. Because you're still trading card for card. Yeah, pretty much, Versul. I mean, I see Sensu being really good into, like, Broly. Since he has that 25 base, it puts him over all the 25s. And then all the 20s really have to work for it. I think that's kind of the best position to be in. But for all the other leaders, the only other one I could imagine trying it would be, like, Cell. And he doesn't really care about the 5k buff as much as probably just getting the life. Yeah, Sensu in set 1 would have made Gohan go crazy. It would have been actually kind of nutty. I'm assuming we're going double striker here, yeah. Yep, and they gave up because they knew they had no defense left. Awesome. I mean, we could have killed Broly essentially by just swinging in with the Whis. And then double striker ends it. Very nice. Very smooth. Well done, Peter. Yak, you're up. This one pulled up here. It really would have been, which is funny considering how weak Whis 1-drops are. It's funny to like think about like just how badly Broly was bodying and keeping up with both Goku, Vegeta, and Frieza. But yet Whis could just go over there and be like, yeah, it's not a problem. Boom. Handle it. The Top Coup Mirror by Yak. Okay. What up, Doma? How you doing today? Or it might be Domo. I'm blind. You know. Now, obviously, I have not been playing Top Coup. I kind of refuse to, do that. Oh, that's awesome, Domo. I could easily see it. Cell's best stuff is, like, his Aatrop, which doesn't really do a good job of pressuring Zamasu, and Zamasu can just keep bottom decking to the point that Cell can ditch his energy and start stuffing and doing all the stuff, but he'll burn through his deck pretty quickly and just get to a point where he doesn't have options to win the game. I like that. Very cool. But what I was saying, since I don't play top Q, I don't really know the breakpoint of a top Q mirror. I'm assuming it's mostly just who awakens and uses their stuff to the better potential. And the stare down begins. Who will be the first to blink? I'm of the opinion he's going to go for it. Yep. He didn't flip, so it made it easy for us to get over that. That's a mistake on his part. Yep, figured that was coming. Interesting they went into the 1-drop. I would have probably gone into the 3 just to check in more. Granted, maybe they're afraid of a Beerus counterplay option. Oh yeah, you're always welcome to give a link to, or post a replay. Just be sure you're doing it in the Discord, so that way it's on the same channel with everyone else's. And if you're not a member of the Discord, this is a good time as any. Please feel free to join the Discord. Kiri, I know, will link it in chat. We have a wonderful community. We have channels dedicated just to replays, talking about the current meta, talking about builds, helping each other improve our decks, and even just talking about life in general. Foods, concerts, tattoos, anything we feel like. Cat. Kiri is not a bot, I promise. He's a real person. Although, why do I get the feeling now Kiri's just gonna roll with it and like wear a robot outfit for Halloween and have me take a picture to show everyone? I could see that. Matches Kiri's energy. So what is the point for the opponent? I would assume you'd have to go like Beerus here, right? You can just blow away the whole board? Pretty much, Wyatt. I don't really know, Kat. Kiri might have a clue. Kiri normally knows how all this stuff works far better than I do. Oh, guys. I'm disappointed in you, Kiri, for feeding into this nonsense. So what's our out here, right? I mean, it has to be the double striker. That's true. Wyatt has talked to Kiri. Can confirm. Oh no. Uh-oh. The fact they wasted their super combo and didn't actually get over it, that cost them the game. 100%. Why did they ever do that? Brutal. Oh wow, they threw. They could have ate that, kept the super combo, and been fine. Yep. Math strikes again. Oh, how the mighty fall. That's crazy. Okay. Okay, we have a game that made Kage very salty. Let's see it. Yeah, double check your math in moments like that, because oof. It literally was just a math diff. Man, there's nothing worse. Especially when you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm fine. And then you take the hit and you're just like, oh no. That's fair, Yak. He did see all the Keflas. He really did. He played a very greedy game. So, ultimately, congrats. Another top Q felled. Wait, we watched what Saturday? Oh, the tournament game, Kage. Yeah, I gotcha. Yeah, we watched that live and commentated it live. It is fun to make Top Qs upset, especially when it's their own foolish choices that did it. Really, that's a win-win, right, Super? Oh, Mans is rushing that awakening. Kage's losing his mind in the chat. So, the thing I don't like about rushing yourself to 3 this fast is like, yeah, you can turbo out an early Kefla and get a crazy board. It's still going to take you a turn or two to fight back the opponent's life. And the whole time, anything they play, you're going to have to defend against. And he even has the 1-drop for the extra value. That's crazy. Okay, just not wanting to awaken you, I assume? The hand of fake Broly's. Kinda is accurate as far as, like, the effect. Okay, so here we are. He played her for full cost. What? I'm confused. Why would you do that? You have no reason not to just play her on 3, get the 3-drop, and then play an additional 3-drop. Oh, goodness me. I do keep hearing pings in the Discord too. I don't know what they're about, but I figure I'll see eventually. We'll get there. Maybe I... Okay. And they drew another Kefla. Holy. All the Keflas are about to be holding hands on this board. Into the 17. Ugh. Yikes. Now he's going Glimpse. Yep. That Glimpse was odd. Well, Beerus goes hard here. No reason not to see if we can't get the free card out of hand, which he didn't give it up, which is fine. We still Beerus. Blow up the whole thing. Go kaboom. Yep. Good thing we got that super combo, though. So long as we don't get hit, the double striker can't finish out the game. Interesting choice to drop the stats and then have your lead punch in. It is red in a nutshell, especially the current red. Holy. Get the double 17s down. They do give us a pretty big base. Interesting you didn't swing to clear off the 3-drop. I would have been tempted to do that. Blindly hoping to draw into something with Kefla, I assume. Well, the good news is we can try to push for game here. And now he has to combo over everything. We have 2 punches on board and we can set another 2 down. That'll do it. And we got there. And we can glimpse because we had the extra energy. Brutal. Well done. Yeah, that really was. That was sick. Well done. Okay. Next up, we have Spectre, Beerus versus Topku, so another Beerus Topku matchup. Seems to be a popular one. I mean, you survived quite the game, so... Beerus into Topku. Something we're probably going to be seeing a lot of, both from the fact that I might play it myself, and a lot of us are doing it to stop the Topkus. They do always have the Kefla. It feels like they also have the Roshi every time, but thank goodness they have not had that. But they did have the Whis to counter our Roshi, which is big sad. That's fair, Versul. He's one of my favorite two. He's top 2 red leaders for me. I prefer Starter Q, but the game isn't really at a place where Starter Q shines all that great, so I prefer to go Beerus instead. Taking the turn off to set up top. Interesting. Especially with us pushing him to 3, I'd be a little spooked of doing that. Oh yes, he has a lot of top synergy, and he's still good because unlike a lot of the red leads, he can play anything and he's still very viable. I think his worst matchup is still Beerus, but I think even into Top Q's ability to just turbo out a board is just better than Starter Q, so that kind of holds it back. Oh, is he now, Kage? Does he get the red pinkish hair? Because if so, he's not all that interesting. Okay, gonna clear up the 3-drop. That makes sense to me. Now the question is, what is his play next turn? Likely he's just gonna Kefla into a wider board. Yeah. I would have probably wanted to keep top there. The 17 coming down especially makes top feel kind of moot. Now at best, we're using it probably more aggressively. Interesting that he did that swing and then comboed into that. I don't care for that. Into Gohan. Okay. Threaten the crit, drop the stats. I mean, we get to answer a body by doing this, I suppose. Yeah, 17's very good in any red deck, Wyatt. The plus 5k, like, permanent while he's on board is insane. Okay, getting the body off the board, sure. Well, I would not have charged here if I was him. I would have kept that card and ditched it for the Beerus, keeping 2 super combos. So in a way, the fact that he charged and is down to just the 1 is kind of a blessing. Then UI Goku checks in. If they block it, then we just kill it off with Beerus. I like this. At this point, we have Topku on the ropes because he has no hand. I can appreciate going to 35 here. Forces them to have the super combo if they want to keep the body, which they do. We have plenty of combo in hand. We should be fine, theoretically. I don't know if I care for that, honestly. Rushing it to put them down to 1. Because you're just cooked now. Yep. That was all but over. Some of their choices earlier just kind of led to that game state. Well done. Okay, we do have quite a few more replays. I would like to do a bunch more. Unfortunately, my headache's kind of getting worse. I think it might be the light that normally I use to light everything up for us all. So I think I'm probably going to wrap up today's stream real quick, just so I can take a shower and try to get rid of this. What we'll do, we'll plan on doing all the rest of these replays tomorrow. Normally I'd just stick it out and say let's replay it up, but it's getting to a point where I'm getting a little nauseous, so I'd rather avoid feeling worse. So thank you all for being here. Sorry for cutting today's stream a little short. I did have a lot of fun. I hope you guys did too. Again, if you're new here and you're enjoying yourself, please give a follow. It costs you nothing and means a whole lot to me. Please join the Discord. We have a wonderful community and would love for you to join us. We have the whole channel for replays, which we're going to hit up hard tomorrow. I wanted to do it today, but I think it's my sinuses. They're all just bricked up. And yeah, if you want to help support the content, please feel free to donate at the link down below or just subscribe. But again, no pressure. Thank you all for taking some of your day to join me here for this, and I'll be back tomorrow and we'll keep the train a-rolling. Hopefully climb a bit in plat and definitely catch up all the replays. I wanted to do that today, but unfortunately this headache's kind of... So, I'll catch you all later. Peace.